Hey, YouTube. This story here. Okay, we got to tell our brother, Miss Andrew, to sit her ass down somewhere. Andrew Caldwell. Who would think I'll be talking about Andrew twice in 1 week in the space of 7 days? Lord have mercy. All right, we all know about what happened at Startbucks last week, right? Week and a half. We all know what happened with Starbucks, right? Black guys called the cops on them, arrested them, put them in jail for nothing. Everybody seemed to think, well, those guys have got a lawsuit, and I suspect that they do have a lawsuit. Or they have a healthy settlement, at the very least, right? So I get up this morning, and I run into this tape, and I will put it down in the description, of Andrew Caldwell. He just so happened to be in a Starbucks, and he has an altercation in the Starbucks, right? Now, this is how crafty Miss Andrew is. I used to take up for Andrew quite a bit, but I think I have to start backing off of that, because Andrew is, here's the word, problematic. Okay, so what I can tell from this tape, Andrew was in a Starbucks, right? He had got into an altercation with a woman who happened to be a white woman in Starbucks line, right? And the woman, I guess he bumped her. Now, I don't know if bumped her means, the woman accused Andrew of bumping her, right? Now, I don't know if that means bumped her as if he bumped her, pushed her, or touched her some kind of way, or he bumped her by getting in front of him, like bump you in line, which means to get in front of you. And apparently the white woman told Andrew, I will slap the shit out of you. Right? So a fight ensues. A heated argument, shall we say. All of this is on the cell phone, right? Andrew, I don't know if he got somebody with him holding a cell phone through this whole experience, but I can see the tension in everyone's face, because apparently someone's holding a cell phone up here and recording this thing. After what Starbucks has been through, with the CEO having to fly into Philadelphia and having a major public relations thing going, everyone was being extra careful, right? But at the same time, you're in a Starbucks. It's a crowded environment. So we can't have you in the middle of the restaurant yelling and screaming with some woman who's saying that she's going to slap the shit out of you. Now, if you were in a mall, would that be unreasonable for you to get security? Either you're going to throw yourself in the middle of it, considering all that's going on with Starbucks, or you're going to have security handle the situation. And I feel so sorry for this woman who knew Andrew by names. Apparently he's a regular at that place, being manipulated and used in this way. Because as soon as the security, I guess is the mall security, got in there, he says, sir, would you like to talk about this here, or could we step outside so we're not disturbing the rest of the restaurant? Andrew wants a scene, right? Eventually the man says, okay, we should take this outside, because he's talking about suing people. Andrew's talking about suing. As he's going out the door, he said, this is a lawsuit. How in the hell did we get to this is a lawsuit from some white woman who you don't even know who she is, telling you that she's going to slap the shit out of you? Now, he putting this on the restaurant. And so he's trying to tie in now. You can see him trying to swirl it together, how the restaurant has some liability here. All this is being filmed now. I don't know if it's a cameraman with Andrew, or Andrew's holding the camera, the phone, some kind of way, because it's all being filmed. This is all theatrics, right? So Andrew immediately threatened the lawsuit. That's when the man takes him outside. So Andrew says, oh, she told me that my food is over here. Usually I get it here. I'm standing right here. So why didn't she give me my food here? Oh, obviously the person is trying to de-escalate and move Andrew along. Right? Andrew said, oh no, that's a reason to sue you. Boy, don't be so goddamn obvious. Let this Starbucks thing in Philadelphia cool off before you roll running your fat ass down there trying to stir up some kind of controversy, which you are filming the whole damn thing to try to get some money out of Starbucks. It's manipulation. It's opportunistic. Opportunistic. He wanted a scene. Andrew. He wanted a scene. He might even had the white woman come in there and telling him she'll slap the shit out of him. Who knows, honey? Awful big coincidence. Starbucks is in all this turmoil, and all of a sudden Andrew Caldwell has got a problem down in Starbucks, and he got someone there filming it. I'm just saying what it looks like. It don't look good. It looks way too obvious and way too opportunistic. My heart goes out to the young lady who was trying to calm this child down and figure out the situation. She was so apologetic to him, and he just kept getting in her face with this bullshit, trying to involve the restaurant in somehow into this argument he was having in line. It would not surprise. Andrew says he's had a white girlfriend, so was that her? I don't know what makes Andrew Caldwell think he is so smart. He can slay the game. Now, here's his grab for not only national attention, because every move of it was filmed, but also perhaps a settlement or some kind of lawsuit. I guess Andrew feels like he's that smart. He can pull it off. He seems to stay in litigation. Apparently, he's back in litigation with Caldwell, which, if this man gets an attitude about all of this, his name being back in the news again, it could not end up well. But from what I see of this situation, there is no situation. You got an altercation. If I walk into McDonald's today and some bitch steps on my foot in the McDonald's line, and I tell her, watch where you're going, and she's telling me I'll slap the shit out of you, what's it got to do with McDonald's? She don't work at McDonald's. Andrew, leave this alone. God damn, you just in this mess with this damn cussing preacher a few days ago. Now he is starting to sound like Andrew is getting desperate for some more attention. His numbers might be starting to slip or something, because this child turned into an attention whore. Kojic, y'all created a monster. You hear me? A monster. So now she's gonna. This was so. It's so obvious. It's stupid. A week and a half after this, I guess the Starbucks story is still in the news right now. And all of a sudden, Andrew wants to sue Starbucks because a white woman told him she's going to slap the shit out of her, who happened to be in a Starbucks. You can go in the store and tell somebody you're going to slap the shit out of them. If you go into Macy's, you can go in there and tell somebody, get your hands off that. I'll slap the shit out of you. Macy's not responsible for that. The thing that irritates me about this situation is you could see when he was explaining to this security cop in the mall, you could see how he's trying to twist it into Starbucks did something wrong. It's so blatant. It's so obvious. It's so sickening. Oh, why did they move my food to the other? They always get my food right here. Is that so? That's you're suing them because they didn't give you your food directly over the counter as opposed to going down to the place where they generally serve the food? That's your lawsuit? Andrew, you are not slick enough nor smart enough to be sitting up here trying to create a lawsuit or controversy or publicity from this company. Everybody was being so hyper nice because they knew that all eyes were on them, and you took advantage of it. So you're not an innocent, Andrew. You got some devilish ways. And hopefully this will not get you on the local news. That's what you're shooting for. Why is a camera person there got every moment of the story? Why don't you just go out and lay out in front of a bus and let them run your ass over? That's a guaranteed lawsuit.